So it looks like Lil Kim's messy beef with Foxy Brown is nowhere close to being over.
Lil Kim ever do a very long-awaited collaboration with Foxy Brown after all these years?
No.
No? Why? No? Oh.
And things just got chaotic because Foxy Brown just took things to the next level by dragging Lil Kim and accusing her of ruining her career. Yeah, if you think Nicki's beef with Cardi B is messy, well just wait until you hear about this one, cause it's a hot mess. Foxy Brown's beef with Lil Kim has to be one of the longest feuds in rap history because them girls have been going at it for more than 20 years, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. What's even wilder is that Foxy Brown is now dragging Lil Kim and exposing her for destroying her career. Okay y'all, so this rap beef has been going on for way too long. So much that people probably don't even remember that Foxy and Kim used to be friends. In fact, not only were they friends, but they were great friends. I mean, they even attended the same high school. And if that's not enough, they started making music together around the same time. And they would both spend hours recording on Daddy O's basement.
Oh yeah, I mean, we made Junior Mafia in my basement.
Really?
Yeah, I started Foxy and Kim in my basement. Both of them, when they first started rhyming. They started in my basement.
And they knew each other?
I introduced them to each other because they didn't know. Foxy was from somewhere around the corner, and Kim used to come, actually staying in the Bronx.
Gradually, they both started to find their own lanes in the industry, and Kim became associated with Notorious B.I.G. and his Junior Mafia group, and Foxy joined the hip-hop group The Firm. But what a lot of people didn't know is that Kim was the one who introduced Foxy to Nas and AZ, who founded The Firm. Foxy revealed that Kim called me one day and it was like 4 in the morning and I had to go to school the next day, and she was like, "You know AZ?" I was like, "The rapper? The one that gets with Nas?" She was like, "Yo, I got him on the other line. He wants you to rap for him." I was scared. I just started busting for him. He was like, "Yo, give me your number." And it was like, this is how we gonna do this. It's gonna be The Firm. At this point, it was all love between them because Kim wouldn't have helped Foxy if they had beef. It's unclear how the beef started exactly, but it's clear that the media played a big part in this. For some reason, they were always comparing the two women, talking about who did it better and who was prettier, the better rapper, and all that messy stuff. Of course, jealousy and competition started to set in, and that's how the feud started, a tale as old as time. According to Daddy O, the first time things got messy between them was when the label was trying to sign Junior Mafia in his basement. Foxy wanted to join in the meeting, but she wasn't allowed to and caught an attitude.
But this one particular time, we had a record label at the house to try to look at Junior Mafia to sign them.
Okay.
And Inga came by, and Troy wouldn't let her downstairs. And he was like, you know, why can't I go downstairs? And they're like, yo, they down there like meeting Biggs down there. They down there like seeing what's going on with Junior Mafia. He's like, you know, and then it gets, I don't even want to say what it escalated. It escalated into something really, people almost got murdered.
But Foxy was not the only one feeling a type of way about Kim because Kim had also started feeling a type of way about her. Now, Kim was already a part of Junior Mafia, but she was also sneaking around with Biggie, even though he was married to Faith Evans at the time. In her memoir, Faith revealed something very interesting. She wrote, "I noticed that Big was kind of rough and abrasive towards Kim. I once heard him screaming at her in his mother's house, although I had no idea why. You think you special?" he screamed. "I'll go get Inga right now." While Kim cried, Big kept yelling at her, "We don't need you for this group. Inga will be happy to be down." The Inga he was referring to was a 16-year-old rapper named Foxy Brown, who would go on to be Kim's nemesis. "You ain't special," he said. "I will replace you with the quickness, don't forget that." Yeah, Biggie threatening to replace Kim with Foxy definitely made a bad situation even worse, and it wasn't long before both women started beefing. This got even worse when they both dropped their debut solo albums within a week of each other, and it's unclear if this was a coincidence or if their labels were trying to use the public competition to push sales, but it just made things even worse between them. Oh, and if it's not bad enough, they were also wearing the same jumpsuit for the cover. Yeah, some people were definitely pushing some beef behind the scenes, cause there ain't no way that was a coincidence. At this time, their beef wasn't public knowledge yet, because Foxy even tried to deny that there was a beef at all and accused the media of spreading fake news.
I take that as a compliment. Kim does her thing.
she's Queen B, and I give it up to her. She did you know what I mean? She was doing a thing before me. She paved the way. She's doing her thing, and that's my girl. So at the end of the day, when all the haters are still yapping, we sit back counting our millions, like, how much you got for that remix?
It wasn't long though before they decided to handle things the way rappers do and take it to the studio. They both dropped diss tracks for each other, and this is where things got messy. And Lil Kim dropped the first diss track on her song Play Around, where she said, "Stop trying to sound like her too." And this was in reference to the fact that some critics were accusing Foxy of trying to copy Kim. Well, Foxy then jumped on a song with Capone-N-Noreaga, aka CNN, when she wrote disses at Kim that were so hardcore that CNN made her take them out. And this tells us how low Foxy was willing to go. Sources also claim that she clowned Kim after Biggie passed away, and that was just extra low and messy. Well, Kim also hit back in her song The Notorious K.I.M., where she said, "This chick running around with the stank at Gap and them fake raps having panic attacks. You ain't a star and the record company know that." This diss hit Foxy hard because Kim was spitting facts. Kim was the clear star of both of them, and she was more popular at the time and was making way more money than Foxy was. But things came to a peak in 2001 because shots got fired. Remember how Foxy had did a diss song with CNN about Lil Kim? Well, Kim and CNN ran into each other on Hot 97, and they got into an argument that eventually led to the shots being fired. At this point, Foxy tried to reach out to Kim to sort their issues.
Actually, it's Russell and I, the president of my record company. We got together and I said, "Russell, I want to call a truce." I said, "I want to have a sit down with Kim, and I want to actually, I don't care what it is. I don't care what just end it. Let's end it."
But Kim was not having none of that. And when she was asked if she would ever do a collab with Foxy, this is what she said.
Lil Kim ever do a very long-awaited collaboration with Foxy Brown after all these years?
No.
No? Why? No? Oh.
Well, Foxy did not bother with Kim after that, and she held on to the grudge. In 2020, she hopped on a song with rapper Nas titled Full Circle, and the song was a hit. Now, Foxy should have enjoyed this moment because it was her first hit in years, right? Well, wrong. She decided to take cheap shots at Lil Kim on Instagram, saying, "D-Ryder posting like we goody. Gave B's 10 years. They ain't drop a single verse. One verse, streets on tilt. Mic down, B's. If B's goats beat them bars, gon' match them fur coats." She didn't stop there because she also shared this picture of 50 Cent mocking Lil Kim and comparing her to an owl. Now, people have been wondering why Foxy was dragging Kim so viciously when they hadn't even gotten involved in years. Well, according to an insider, the reason Foxy is always shading Kim and dragging her is because Foxy believes that Kim ruined her career. The insider claimed that Foxy allegedly feels like the only reason Kim became a bigger rapper is that she was light-skinned and Foxy is dark-skinned. Foxy feels like the industry was super colorist towards her and that Kim took full advantage of that. She also allegedly feels like Kim and her team pushed the idea of their beef in the media to keep Foxy distracted and stop her from figuring out what was going on. This explains why Foxy was being shady towards Kim when she eventually got a hit with Nas. Well, the streets been talking and people left comments saying Lil Kim's whole beef with Foxy Brown and calling her doo-doo brown should be enough evidence to show you brown-skinned people can be colorist, and there is a clear distinction between brown and dark skin. And to call Kim dark skin is to overshadow the struggles of dark skinned women like Foxy in the industry and to ignore a crucial reason why Kim eclipsed in her success. On the other hand, some people believe that Foxy doesn't really want to fix things, like this person that said, "Foxy Brown is unwilling to resist being petty and nasty toward Lil Kim. Any opportunity she gets, she is taking shots. So for the people hoping for a reconciliation, hang it up. If Foxy wanted things to be cordial, she wouldn't be spiteful. She wants beef." So do you agree with Foxy that Lil Kim played her big time? Or do you think that Foxy is just being messy after all these years? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you think that this drama is petty, well, just wait until you watch the next one.